Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. We're in my mobile office today, and I have something that I want to share with you and educate you on. You know, I talk about this often. It gets asked of me often from consultants that hear about it. And it's something that I like to use in my new consultant training because I think it's extremely important. It's a great goal. And you know, if it's successful, it will be really successful. So here's the deal. I get asked, what is the 2-year plan? What's the Scentsy 2-year plan? Now, I can't say that this won't work with other direct sales businesses. So if you're watching this and you're not part of Scentsy, it could potentially work for you too. You just need to alter the numbers, okay? Or maybe just the terms that we're referring to. Excuse me. So, the way that the 2-year plan works, and the 2-year plan is supposed to be helpful in goal setting, it's to be helpful in making more money, it's to be helpful in training. Okay, so there's a lot of aspects that the 2-year plan can fulfill. The 2-year plan is 2,000 PRV per month, 2 new recruits per month, you teaching your new recruits to do the same 2,000 PRV a month and 2 new recruits a month, and them teaching their new recruits to do 2,000 a month and 2 recruits a month, and so on and so on and so on down the road, down the line. Now the key to this, and there is a kicker, because see, what happens is if anyone breaks the accomplishment of 2,000 PRV a month and 2 recruits a month, it will extend the outcome. Let me explain. So 2,000 PRV a month, 2 new recruits a month for 2 years, you should be making as much as a doctor or a lawyer. That is assuming that everyone that you're teaching to do the same thing to, and they're teaching the same thing, and if everybody is following the 2-year plan at 100%, in 2 years you should see that change, that money. If there's some breaks, and you know what? Reality tells us that not everybody is going to do 2,000 PRV a month and 2 new recruits. Why? Because that's not necessarily what they want in their business. That isn't their goal for being an entrepreneur, right? Some people want to do this part-time, and that doesn't look like that part-time for the most part. So you're going to have breaks in that equation. You're going to have people that don't follow the equation. You're going to have people that do it sometimes and not all the time. You're going to potentially do it sometimes and not all the time. If that's the case, then as long as you are doing it consistently yourself, and you're having people and you're training people in your team to do it consistently, then you could extend it to potentially 3 to 5 years that you'd be making as much as a doctor and a lawyer. Okay? So keep the reality of this in check, okay? But as long as you are focusing on doing $2,000 a month, 2 recruits a month, and teaching your new recruits to follow the same 2-year plan, and having them teach their new recruits to follow the 2-year plan, and then having them teach the new recruits to follow the 2-year plan, you get my drift, then you're going to be hitting that a lot sooner. And the money's going to be rolling in, and you could be potentially making as much as a doctor and a lawyer, okay? You cannot, now remember, that the 2-year plan is 100% of all the people in your team doing the 2-year plan. Adjust it accordingly. But you know what's great about this is it's such a great tool to set your goal and your sights on, right? Because, you know, a lot of people will start off and they'll say, you know, all I need to do, or all you need to do, is 150 PRV every 3rd month. You do that and you're going to stay a current consultant. That doesn't mean you're going to be making much money. Honestly, you're probably going to be making $30 every 3 months. Whoop, whoop. I mean, why do this if that's all you're making? I guess that's my question. I don't understand what the purpose would be to be a consultant if that's all you're doing. I don't get it. Unless you're just buying for yourself, and then I suppose then that's, yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense. So then you know, then there's people that will strive and say, you know what, let's go to the next level. $150 a month or 150 PRV a month makes you an active consultant. So that's $30 a month. Again, not making much money here. And if you're buying $150 worth of Scentsy yourself every month, then I guess maybe $30 back is worth it. I don't see that, but hey. So I always tell people, you know what, at least, very minimum, at least aim for $500 a month. Why? Because at $500 a month, when you are a lead, in other words, you have a team, maybe even if it's just one person on your team, you've set yourself up to make bonuses on your team, because you have to have 500 PRV minimum in order to make bonuses on your team, as long as you line up all of the other things for that particular level that you're at. We're not going to get into that now, but the 500 PRV piece is crucial because that's something that you have to submit yourself. So I always tell people minimum $500 and then you'll never have to worry about it. However, your goal every month should be $2,000 or 2,000 PRV a month. Why? Because why would you want to get paid 25% when you have an opportunity to be paid 30%? You know, if somebody's holding a $10 bill in one hand and a $20 bill in the other hand, which one are you going to grab? I'm pretty sure you're going to go for the $20 bill. So, you know, if you've got 25% in front of you and 30% in front of you, why wouldn't you want to go for the 30%? That's just my opinion, I guess. I don't know. Just call me crazy. So aim for $2,000 a month. Aim for 2,000 PRV. Aim for 2 recruits. Teach your new recruits to do the same thing and watch your business grow. Watch your business flourish. That's the 2-year plan. Live it. Bring it into to be part of your business. That's just what it should be. That's what it should just automatically be that you are accomplishing in your business every month. Sorry, just had to pass somebody. So that is what the 2-year plan is. 2,000 PRV a month, 2 recruits a month, and you teach your recruits to do the same 2-year plan, and so on and so on and so on. And within 2 to 5 years, you could potentially be making as much as a doctor and a lawyer, because the formula will work out that with those numbers and everybody submitting those numbers, that you're going to be at that level. You're going to have promoted through the titles. You'll have gotten your raises. You'll have gotten your bonuses on your team. It just formula-wise, it works out. Do it. I challenge you to go out and do the 2-year plan. I just don't see how that would not make you successful. I mean, ultimately, you're going to be making more commission on your own PRV every month anyway, so that's a bonus, right? And then having two new team members a month, you know, you're I don't know. It just seems kind of like a no-brainer to me. So, short video, probably not as much as I had wanted it to be short. It's only about 9 minutes. So, guys, go out and do the 2-year plan. Have an amazing day. Make it an amazing day for somebody else, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.